Carl here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for sure. And we're taking a look at the horror comedy Lillith, a horror comedy directed by Lee Esposito, who co-wrote with Luke Stannard. Lillith is a movie you'll want to love, but unfortunately it just does a few too many things wrong to be anything more than a one-night stand.
You want to summon a sex demon? Yeah, basically.
Are you high?
Even if you didn't sound like a total lunatic right now, which, to be totally clear, you absolutely do. Would it work?
Jenna, played by Nell Kessler, finds her boyfriend Brad Michael Finnegan in bed with another woman. If that wasn't bad enough, it's also their 5th anniversary. Heartbroken and furious, she goes to her friends Emma, played by Robin Carolyn Parent, and Charlie Taylor Turner. The latter quietly simps after her, if we're honest, while the former wants to help her get revenge. All they need to do to extract said revenge is conjure up a demon. As you do.
I want to hurt him. Like he hurt me.
Something's wrong. We did something bad.
Slow down. What are you talking about?
I don't even know how to say this. It's gonna sound crazy. It worked. Okay? It worked.
The demon they conjure up is the succubus Lillith, played by Savannah Witten, who promptly sleeps with Brad and then kills him. This is not what Jenna wanted, so she orders Lillith back to hell. But unfortunately, Lillith quite likes Earth, so she decides to stick around, cause a little mayhem, but not before rolling in college, the same college the others go to, and trying to make some friends. Yep, there it is, isn't it? Almost all the good comedy in this horror comedy comes from or surrounds the Lillith character. Savannah Witten is having a blast here, if I'm completely honest, oozing sex appeal and taking advantage of horny college boys. She's funny, a bit of a fish out of water, but still a demon. Witten infuses her with so much personality that a scene in particular where she gets rejected by the heroes after offering the hand of friendship might actually make you feel a bit sorry for her. She really is great.
What's up, bitches?
What the actual fuck?
Succubi.
Fucking and killing is kind of what I do. Do you honestly think we would just let that happen?
Oh, honey.
Which brings us to the biggest problem in this film, and it's simply everyone else. Our heroes, I keep doing inverted commas for a reason, are really bland and unlikable. A bunch of one-note characters that can either be quite stupid and are rarely funny. Every single one of them is overshadowed by the imposing character of Lillith, and it means there's no stakes because it's hard to care about their fates. I don't think this is necessarily the fault of the actors, who'd all do a decent job with what they're given. The problem is they're not given much. Another problem is that Lillith is surprisingly tame, and it really shouldn't have been. A film about a sex demon who kills her victims really should have been a lot ballsier with the gore. The fact that almost everything seems to happen off screen just ends up feeling like a missed opportunity. It's a bit of a head scratcher. It almost makes the film feel like a teen horror, which is really odd, as it also clearly takes jabs at that style of movie. Guys, there's no point in taking jabs at a specific thing and then proceeding to do said specific thing. It just makes it look stupid. And then we have the ending. An ending that is rushed and anticlimactic. Aside from one final amusing swing at Hollywood, it's an ending that just kind of passes with little more than a shrug of the shoulders. So that's Lillith, a horror comedy that doesn't do either style well, even if it tries hard enough. I find it a little bit hard to be too mean about this movie because I did enjoy it, and when I'm talking about it now, bear in mind at the time of recording, I watched this maybe about a month ago. I can remember a fair bit, mainly to do with the main character of Lillith and Savannah, who plays her, but I remember a fair bit about it. The problem is what I do remember as well is a lot of negatives, and I don't remember laughing as much as I should have, or being that impressed with the gore. The fact that it's a horror comedy that isn't that funny and isn't particularly gory or violent, that to me is just the biggest problem. It's a middle of the road film. You might get more enjoyment out of it than I did, or you might dislike it more than I did. I think it's going to have that kind of polarizing opinion. If you've seen it, got any thoughts, drop them in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhblofficial.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for? Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?